What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, otherwise known as the ECBP. This is 12 years old. They still put that on the bottle. I don't know if you can see that. It's right over there. Pretty interesting that they decided to discontinue the 12-year-old and have the ECBP still be 12 years old. But before I ramble too much, I got my buddy Jeremy here.
Cheers.
He's from Toronto Whiskey Society. He's also got an awesome Instagram channel you guys want to check out called Sipper Social Club. What inspired the name for Sipper Social Club?
Sipper Social Club is just the whiskey club that my friends and I started back when we got into whiskey, 2014-ish, something like that. So yeah, that's my Instagram page.
Cool. So we got these poured out in our Norling glasses over here.
This is the first time I'm trying this whiskey.
So I've had a couple opportunities with this. This is my bottle, which will soon be Jeremy's bottle.
This is batch
517. I have another batch. This one is 139.4 proof, 69.7 alcohol by volume. This is according to Beard, who sent me both of these. They were waiting for me in Ohio for a long time. This one is apparently the unicorn of ECBPs, the one that everybody seeks out, his personal favorite. I actually had an opportunity to try this version because they sent me a sample when we did a review, Bubba and the Beard, back in the day. So I did kind of review it then, but tonight we're focusing on the B517 batch. So this one's 62.1% alcohol by volume, and I believe it was released in 2017. So not 100% sure on that one, but I'm almost certain.
That's really nice.
The nose is beautiful.
Yeah, caramel. You get a nice oaky note too. It's the thing for me in bourbons is like, if you like the oak, you're gonna like the bourbon.
Yeah.
I like this is really nice.
So a little bit of like brown sugar cooked down on like bananas.
Definitely brown sugar. And yeah, you're right. There is some fruity notes in there.
So it's got some heat to it, but a lot of flavor.
Wow.
Super sweet. Lots of vanilla, lots of caramel, and again, for me personally, with that banana.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Almost like a warmed up banana.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cooked banana.
Yeah. Like caramelized bananas.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, really warming whiskey too.
Yeah.
Finish is really nice.
I'm gonna add some water here because it is a bit hot, but I like it. I just think it could settle a touch.
And for me, I think this. I'm actually hesitant to add water. I think that what without water is.
So I added 2 drops.
Okay.
I don't know if you're interested in adding.
I'm gonna take another sip and then I'll decide.
Okay. Yeah, and all that did is kind of like increase the caramel and banana on the nose for me.
Yeah, I don't think this needs water. The finish is nice little spicy note, but it's very well balanced. I'm not getting a lot of excess burn.
Delicious. Honestly, I love it.
Now I've heard that some of their newer batches are getting like pretty good reviews as well. It doesn't seem like it's dropping off.
No.
As they're continuing to produce.
Well, they're continuing to bottle it at 12 years old. So for that reason alone, you know you're gonna get a quality whiskey.
Now it is interesting that they dropped the age statement on their regular release, but kept it on their barrel proof stuff.
They created this small batch to replace the 12-year-old at 47% or whatever. So that might have a factor. Might have played a factor, sorry.
Really good. Very impressed with this.
So this head-to-head with a George T. Stagg and a William LaRue Weller, that needs to get done.
Cool. That's a tough test, yeah.
Perhaps at the end of American Whiskey Month, Jeremy will return with his Weller and ECBP, his George T. Stagg, and we'll do little half pours of each and see what happens. That's not a promise. That's a theoretical.
We'll just get every barrel proof bourbon that we have and just try them all. That's
a good point too. Honestly, I'm not sure if this Rip Van Winkle 10-year-old is barrel proof. It's 53.5. I'm gonna say no. It's also pretty hefty in ABV though. We can add that into the mix if you'd like. The only thing is it's probably at a bit of a disadvantage because it's 10% minimum lower in ABV.
See, I like that bourbon a lot more than the Lot B.
Yeah.
Lot B I was not a big. I mean, it's good, but it's not.
I agree. I think the Lot B is an A, maybe like a low A, like an 85, 86 tops, whereas this is, I haven't reviewed it yet, so no spoilers yet, but it trumps it quite a bit.
But yeah, this is good stuff. I'd be interested to try other batches. But
this batch, I gave an A+. I'm not going to change anything here. This is an A+ as well. And actually, I think I just saw the age here, but it's written. Finished from 12 years of aging.
Okay.
So it does say 12 years old on the bottle, just in words, not in numbers. I'm going to continue with an A+ on this one. It's a 90, 91 maybe. I would say maybe 91. I know this is your first time trying it, so I'm not going to force a mark out of you. But the good news is Jeremy's going to actually have this bottle very shortly, and he can review it, and I will post his review on this description so that you guys can go check him out on Toronto Whiskey Society and find out how he felt about it. It's available for $150.
$150 at the LCBO. It's since sold out.
That's right.
But I'm assuming they'll bring back subsequent batches in the future.
Yeah, so it is available. That's right. A little bit of a brain hemorrhage there. $150 at the LCBO, but you're looking at about $70 US.
Right.
So a lot cheaper, even with the exchange.
Yeah, if you can find it in the US, I know like it does sell out quick there, and the secondary market on these bottles is around, I would say, $90 to $100 US.
Which is what I paid for this. I paid $90 for this one, and I paid $70 for this one. So, yeah, I was happy to do it though because Lloyd's a great guy, and I know that he was absolutely in love with this batch, so he really didn't want to part with it, but he did so for whatever the secondary was.
Yep.
Good stuff. Check him out on Toronto Whiskey Society. He writes for them, and he also has, like I said earlier, the Sipper Social Club on Instagram. You guys can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You guys can also check me out on Patreon. It'll help support the cause. Obviously, I have a bit of a spending problem. I picked up some pretty cool stuff to review for this month. We got the Rip Van Winkle 10-year-old. We have the Michter's Toasted Barrel Rye Barrel Strength. The Long Branch Matthew McConaughey Wild Turkey. I got Pikesville, and I believe this is 6 years old. It's a straight rye. That's coming up soon. The Amador whiskey. This one was given to me by Peter White. It's aged in Sonoma, California wine barrels. Eagle Rare, 10-year-old. That was also traded to me by Jeremy over here. And we got Cody Rye. I haven't tried this one yet. I do have to open it. This one was given to me by the rep. It, for whatever reason, comes in under 40% ABV.
So it's not whiskey.
So it's technically not whiskey, but it's 39.4, so we'll give it a break, I guess. And then my buddy Mike bought me this bottle of Maker's Mark Cast Strength, which is actually really, really good.
It's a cute bottle.
Yeah, it's a half bottle, $3.75. And then I went out and grabbed the Evan Williams Bottled in Bond 100 proof, which I think is a steal of a price, and we'll check that out as well. There may or may not be more. We will see. July is a long month, but I actually am doing this in June. So June is a long month.
July is actually longer, but sure.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. I think we have quite a bit of American whiskey, and we can have some fun with this. So stay tuned, guys. Cheers.